In this Stellar Data Recovery review, I wanted to see if this popular software is actually reliable when recovery gets more complicated. For that, I tested it in two trickier data loss cases, a corrupted USB drive and deleted camera footage. The USB result was decent, with around 70% of usable files, but the DJI footage was a complete miss. So let's see what Stellar actually restored and if it's really worth it. But first, let's quickly clear up a few questions. Is Stellar Data Recovery legit? Yeah, it is. It comes from Stellar Information Technology, a company that's been around since 1993. It's one of the more recognizable recovery tools for Windows and Mac, with a long product history and a large user base. And is Stellar Data Recovery safe? From what I saw, yes, if you download it from the official website. I checked the official installer on VirusTotal and it came back clean. The only caution is data integrity. Stellar doesn't rely only on fully non-destructive methods, so for unstable drives, it's safer to create a disk image first and scan that instead. Now let's go over the main features on Windows. Stellar claims to recover data after common loss scenarios, including accidental deletion, formatting, corrupted or raw volumes, and missing partitions. It works with hard drives, SSDs, flash drives, and memory cards, and supports the main Windows and Mac file systems. You can also add custom file signatures if Stellar doesn't recognize a format you need. Each version includes the basic recovery features. Like most similar tools, Stellar gives you a quick scan for simpler cases and a deep scan for formatted, corrupted, or raw drives. You can preview files, sort them, use search, and save scan sessions. The interface is clean and easy to follow, though during testing I noticed a few workflow issues which I'll come back to later. The standard version is closer to something like Recover in terms of purpose. It mainly focuses on regular file recovery. The extra features start with the professional version. It adds support for lost partitions, unbootable systems, raw drives, CDs and DVDs, disk image creation, and smart drive monitoring. Premium version adds video and photo repair, but they're not built directly in the recovery app, so the toolkit feels less unified. All of that sounds decent, but does Stellar Data Recovery work in practice? To check that, I tested it on a 16GB USB flash drive with a damaged file system and an 8GB SD card from a DJI drone with deleted footage. Using Stellar is simple enough. You choose the file types, pick the device, start the scan, then preview and recover to another drive. But the app didn't feel as quick as it looks. The scan results screen would sometimes freeze up, and stopping a scan felt a bit clunky. It's still much easier to use than PhotoRec, but compared to Disk Drill, for example, the whole flow feels less responsive. Now, to the part this Stellar Recovery review comes down to, the recovery results. On the USB drive, Stellar found a lot, but results lost their original names and folder structure. Around 70% of files were usable. Photos and documents did well, but most videos didn't show up in scan results. That's better than basic tools like Windows File Recovery, but still weak for a paid tool. The camera SD card exposed the bigger problem. Photos recovered fine, but the deleted MOV files came back broken, so video recovery was basically 0%. Stellar doesn't seem built for that kind of case, unlike tools with dedicated camera video recovery. For example, Disk Drill has an advanced camera recovery mode for drone and action camera footage, and in my review on it, that mode gave much better results in a similar test. So for simple photo and document recovery, Stellar can be a decent option, but for complex video cases, I wouldn't rely on it. Lastly, let's talk about Stellar Data Recovery price. The free version lets you recover up to 1 GB of data with a 100 MB limit per file, and preview only for files under 10 MB. But if you need more than that, there are 3 paid versions for individual users: Standard, Professional, and Premium, each with yearly and lifetime licenses. The issue is what you get for that price. With the recovery results I got, Stellar feels hard to justify next to its competitors like Disk Drill or Recoverit, which offer similar features for less. So is Stellar Data Recovery good? I'd say it's okay, but only for the right kind of case. The best parts are the clean interface, the free recovery limit for smaller files, and the fact that it covers basic recovery pretty well. But Stellar also has clear downsides. The workflow can feel slow, with freezes that make the app hard to use. The free version also limits preview for larger files, so you can't always properly check if your files are recoverable before paying. And if you're dealing with damaged drives, raw cases, or fragmented camera footage, Stellar doesn't feel reliable enough for what it costs. If your case is basic, Stellar can make sense. But if I had to choose a tool for a more serious recovery job, I'd personally go with Disk Drill instead. It feels more polished, keeps useful extras like disk imaging and smart monitoring in the same app, and its advanced camera recovery makes it a better fit for fragmented video cases. And that's it for today. If this helped, leave a like and share your experience with Stellar in the comments. You'll find the full Stellar review in the description, and if you want to see how it compares with other free and paid tools, I'll also leave a link to the full breakdown on 7datarecovery.com. See you next time.